West visiting family. My brother has bought a couple Tenkara rods that we're gonna fish with and share some video of us fishing with these, but I wanted to share what rods he has and just kind of compare the two. So we bought one rod off of Amazon. This is Wild Water. It comes with this green case. You got the Tenkara rod. It's a 12-foot rod with 9 sections, and you can kind of see how the Tenkara rod works. It's a telescopic rod. You got this little plug here, and then each section slides out to 12 feet. And the last section, this one's kind of stuck in there. Let's see if we can get that out. Has this little tag end on the end here, little red piece, and that's where you will tie your line and then your leader on too. But that telescopes out to 12 feet. This he bought on Amazon, I think, for about $100. So it came with the rod, the case, has a little sleeve for the rod, and then a line as well. I think that the line came with it. Maybe not. I'll have to check with him. But a little foam spool that you wrap your line around, and that's really all you need. A few flies and you're ready to go. The other rod that he has is a Tenkara USA. This is the Roto model, if I'm pronouncing it right. It has a metal case. This is the rod. It's a little bit smaller, lighter rod. This one actually has I believe three different lengths. 8 foot 10, 9 foot 11, sorry, 9 foot 9, 10 foot 6. Same idea. You've got your little plug, and it telescopes out to those different lengths, whatever length you want for the size of river you're fishing. These are very light rods. You can see the tip of that is just really small, so when catching like small mountain trout, you get some pretty good action on that. This rod also comes with you got this kind of sleeve for the rod when you put it in the case. It came with a kit where you've got your line. This one's a little fancier, so it's got this little pouch. It came with 3 Tenkara flies, but you wrap your line around there, got a little place to hook your fly. That's actually pretty nice, handy little deal. So that came in this little case, along with some little pliers and your clippers and some 5X tippet, all of which you can get all that stuff at any fishing shop, but that comes all together. This rod, I believe, is a bit more expensive. It's probably closer to $200, maybe a little more than $200. For our first day out, we decided to try a local spot that would be easy to drive to. We could see fish rising, which gave us hope, but the limited casting distance of the Tenkara rods quickly became a limitation. It became apparent that if we wanted to get to the spots where the fish were rising, we were going to have to get creative. Tenkara fishing is all about simplicity, which includes only using a small number of flies. But my experience as a fisherman has taught me that if you're not using the right fly, you're not going to catch fish. And on this river, that was the case. We ended up switching flies quite frequently until we found just the right fly.
Alright.
Whoop, there he goes. Didn't even get a good picture of him. Hey, that's a nice one. Get him out of there. All right, buddy. All right. Settle down. Woo. Just chill out a little bit. Pretty little guy. Well, our beautiful little fish. My brother and I both ended up hooking 2 trout each. The next day, I decided to try a smaller stream, which is more suited for the Tenkara rods. This one feels pretty good. That's a nicer fish. Let's get down here before we pull them out of the water too far. It is a nice cutthroat trout. That's a good 12 inches. There you go. A couple days later, we set out to a little more remote mountain stream, this time with my oldest brother as well, who'd be fishing with a traditional fly rod. Oh, that was a good bite. So this Tenkara fishing, there's something to the simplicity of it. It's pretty quick to set up. You're not dealing so much with, your reel and your line. There's definitely something to that I can appreciate. But there's trade-offs as well. You know, I'm limited in where I can get my line. Oh man, that was a good hookup. Oh, nibbled at it. Dang it. Might even have been the same fish. Just couldn't quite get him. There you go. All right. This is a nice fish right here. Ugh. Beautiful, beautiful fish. All right, so that's a nice cutthroat trout. He's a good 14 inches. Beautiful fish. This edge, I like the looks of the edge right here. Yep. Don't give him anything. What do we got there? We got a white fish. One of my father's favorite sayings is that everybody is born stupid. You're just not supposed to stay that way. On this particular day, I was a stupid one who had the head-mounted camera pointed too high and never got good footage of the fish. But hey, I'm learning. And that guy is a wiggler. Nice looking trout, jumping and running. Very nice. Good little 12, 13 incher there. Beautiful fish. These are fun little fighters. It's fun on this rod. Little bit of a different feel where you're not reeling them in, but kind of have to grab that line and just pull them in. And there's another one. This is a nice little hole down here. Another beautiful little guy. So I think I've got fish right there feeding on the surface. Worry a little bit about the bugs or the tree though. And we'll just try and get close with this guy. Just like that. This one I think, oh, he got off. Is that a whitefish though? For the last few minutes of the day, I watched my oldest brother with the traditional fly rod. I own a variety of fly rods, so it made me think about whether or not I truly needed a Tenkara rod. Ultimately, for me, I think it comes down to portability when backpacking in the backcountry. Out east in the Blue Ridge Mountains, I think a Tenkara rod would be great for the small streams and little brookies. Thanks for joining us on this Tenkara fishing adventure. If you like this video, hit that like button, leave us a comment, and subscribe. Thanks, and see you later.